You are most welcome in this video lecture. In today's lecture, I will be discussing about parturition and lactation of chapter 3rd, Human Reproduction, class 12th biology. This is the last topic. So in this topic, we'll be studying about, this video will be studying about parturition. And parturition means the average duration of human pregnancy is about 9 months. So this baby which is there going inside the womb of mother, it will be here in the uterus of mother up to 9 months. After 9 months, the baby is fully mature to be delivered out of the this uterus. This period, this 9 month period is known as gestation period. Now how baby will be coming out? Vigorous contraction of the uterus. The uterus is having three major wall. That is innermost is called endometrium. Now in endometrium used to provide nourishment to the developing baby. Myometrium is the highly muscular, and this myometrium undergo vigorous contraction at the end of pregnancy, and that causes expulsion or delivery of the fetus. So this process of delivery of the fetus, childbirth, is called parturition. So the process of childbirth is called parturition, and it is caused by vigorous contraction of the uterine wall, mainly myometrium. So in this parturition, there are three stages are there. So because of this vigorous contraction, pain start. That pain is called labor pain. That pain is called labor pain. During this time, this position of head is this crown of the head. Crown of the head is towards the birth canal. The cervix and vagina that is formed together. That is birth canal. So the under the influence of this various hormone, there is a complex of neuroendocrine mechanism. These hormones are responsible for the dilation of the cervix. So the cervix is partially dilated, and now this placenta, which was earlier attached with the wall of uterus, now it is this attachment is broken. The connection is broken. Now there is this stage is called dilation stage. This stage is called what? Dilation stage. So with the passage of time, the baby first the head of baby comes out through the birth canal, and ultimately baby comes out of the uterus. This is called expulsion stage. This is called what? Expulsion stage. And then ultimately after baby is delivered out, the placenta along with umbilical cord, it is also coming out. This is called placental stage. So these are three stages of the parturition. That is called dilation stage, second is called expulsion stage, and third one is called placental stage. After this is being regulated by a complex system of this neuroendocrine mechanism. Parturition is induced by complex neuroendocrine mechanism. The signal for the parturition originates from fully developed fetus. This baby is fully developed. So the parturition signal for parturition comes from the fetus. So fetus, what fetus does? Start striking the wall of the cervix here. It pushes the cervix. So then there is a release of one hormone called prostaglandin. This prostaglandin promote the uterine contraction. That is also called labor pain. Now there is a placenta. Earlier placenta used to secrete this progesterone hormone. Now as soon as the placenta is getting disconnected with this endometrium, because the placenta will also produce one hormone that is called estriol. This inhibits the production of progesterone, but it estriol promote the production of oxytocin from the pituitary gland. This oxytocin also inhibits the production of progesterone. So progesterone is pregnancy hormone. If it is there, then there will be no in this uterine contraction. So if there is no progesterone, then there will be uterine contraction. So this oxytocin, prostaglandin, and then estriol, they combine together and they are responsible for vigorous contraction in the wall of uterus. And this vigorous contraction is responsible for the expulsion of baby. The signal for parturition originates from the fully developed fetus. So if you see in this diagram, this baby is fully developed. This baby is fully developed. So after 9 months, it will start pushing this area, birth canal. So as soon as the baby start pushing, there will one signal will develop. This estradiol from the placenta release the uterus for response to oxytocin. So this there is a sensory nerve to hypothalamus. So this pushing of the fetus inside the uterus, it sends one signal to the this hypothalamus. Then the fetus head pushing against the cervix activate stretch sensitivity sensor neuron that send stimulatory signal to the mother hypothalamus. Now, mother hypothalamus, the hypothalamus stimulates secretion of oxytocin from the posterior part of pituitary gland. There is a pituitary gland. From here, there will be secretion of oxytocin. This oxytocin will cause the vigorous contraction of myometrium wall. Then oxytocin stimulates the stronger uterine contraction. Then prostaglandin secreted by uterus also enhance contraction. Sensory input to the hypothalamus is further enhanced by contraction. So ultimately, this is what called neuroendocrine mechanism of parturition. The signal for the parturition originates from this fully developed fetus and placenta, which induce mild uterine contraction called fetal ejection reflex. That is called what? Fetal ejection reflex. This triggers release of oxytocin. This triggers release of oxytocin from the maternal pituitary. Oxytocin, this oxytocin act on the uterine muscle and causes stronger contraction of uterine, which in turn stimulate further secretion of oxytocin. The stimulatory reflex between the uterine contraction and the oxytocin secretion continue, resulting in the stronger and stronger contraction. This leads to expulsion of the baby out of uterus through birth canal. That is called parturition. Soon after the infant is delivered, the placenta is also expelled out of the uterus. Now there is a question. What do you think the doctor inject to induce delivery? So doctor may be inducing what? Oxytocin injection to facilitate delivery so that there will be more contraction. The mammary gland. Now the baby is delivered out. Sometimes what happens, there is a some abnormality is there in that condition. This the baby, there is a abnormal pregnancy is there. Abnormal pregnancy or some other reason is there. So in that condition, there is a one cesarean, that is called cesarean. So one incision is made here. In one incision is made in C form. That's why it is called C-section. It also called C-section. In this case, the abdomen is cut, incision is made in the abdominal region, then uterus is cut, then with the help of various spatula-like structure, there is a stretching and baby is taken out from the uterus and then stitching is done. So this is what C-section, delivery by C-section. And so this is the difference between a C-section and natural delivery. And here this is what the baby is coming out from this pubic region through one surgery, and here this is baby is coming out through birth canal. Both are having the advantages and disadvantages. If there is risk of life for the mother, in that condition C-section is done. If any abnormality is there, then that is C-section is done. Otherwise, it is advisable to go for natural delivery. As soon baby is born, the mammary gland of the female undergo differentiation. The mammary gland of the female undergo differentiation during pregnancy. When lady is pregnant, the mammary gland will undergo differentiation. This means it will develop alveolus, it will become highly glandular and start producing milk toward the end of pregnancy by the process called lactation. So production of milk and ejection of milk after pregnancy by mother, that is called lactation. This helps the mother in feeding the newborn. The milk produced. So actually what happens, as soon as baby is born, baby starts sucking the nipple of mother, start crying also. It create one send one signal to the hypothalamus, then hypothalamus stimulate pituitary, they produce what prolactin and oxytocin. Then this prolactin will be responsible by production of milk and oxytocin will be responsible for ejection of milk. So, and this milk which is produced during the initial few days of lactation is called colostrum. The milk which is produced during this initial period, that is called colostrum. Colostrum. It is called colostrum. This colostrum, it is like colostrum. It is colostrum. So it is what colostrum. Colostrum A, which contains several antibodies. It contains what? Several antibodies, which these antibodies are absolutely essential to develop resistance for the newborn baby. So breastfeeding during the initial period of infant growth is recommended by a doctor for bringing up a healthy body. So always breastfeeding is advisable than bottle feeding in initial few days of the delivery of baby. I hope all the concepts are clear. Thank you very much. Like, comment, share it with your friends and subscribe my channel to get latest videos related with class 12 biology. Thank you very much.